Good Buzz YouTube, how's it going everybody? Got for you guys today a PU battle, and I've noticed recently that PU battles have not really been uploaded that much over the past couple of weeks. I don't know if people got bored of it or it's just not what people do nowadays or something, but I want you guys to leave a comment down below letting me know if you would still like to see PU battles here and there, or are you bored of them, or what's going on with PU. But yeah, my opponent is going to be my buddy David. I will leave his Twitter link and his channel link down in the description. He actually recently got back up into uploading. If you guys want to go ahead and check him out, then feel free to do so. And before I get into talking about the team preview, just want to go ahead and say thank you to everybody for reaching the like on the previous Wi-Fi battle. We barely made it, but we did manage to reach it, so thank you to everybody, as I said. And much like that one, if we can get this one up to 350 likes or more, I will definitely make sure to upload another video for you guys tomorrow. And actually I might even be able to upload two, depending on how things go tonight, if I can pre-record some stuff. Anyways, looking at team preview, I'm using a really fun, weird team that I based around Stick Web. I just really wanted to use Poniard and Sub-Bruce Articuno with Assault Vest Vileplume. Then I threw in physically defensive Clefairy and defensive Restalk Clang and Cricketune as my Sticky Webber. Now looking at David's team, the biggest threats I saw going into this battle were going to be that Whiscash and Rotom. Whiscash just because if I allowed to get up too many Dragon Dances, it could actually swoop through my team. And then Rotom, if it turns out to be a sub Pain Split variant, could be very, very annoying to deal with. So I'm going to be leading off with my Cricketune, as David's going to be leading off with his Quilladin. Right off the bat, I'm going to go for the Taunt just to prevent him from wanting to go for Spikes or Leech Seed or Toxic, something along those lines. Mainly just Spikes, because I know Quilladin do tend to carry that in PU, and I do not have a Defogger or a Rapid Spinner on this team, as I am then going to go for the Sticky Web, predicting him to switch out as he brings in the Monferno. I don't want to get rid of my Focus Sash just yet, so I decided to switch directly into my Clefairy, which does not take this Flare Blitz as well as I thought it would, which has me thinking that he has to be Choice Banded, but then I say that he gets the Life Orb recoil damage. So now I'm thinking that maybe he's Adamant as opposed to Jolly, which would mean he is going to be doing more damage. So I'm going to go and just Soft Boiled, because it's really my best play to do in this situation. I really don't have to set up this early on in the battle, especially because his Mr.mime could possibly have Trick, or his Rotom could also have Trick, if either of them are a choice variant. As I switch into my Cricketune, as he brought in the Quilladin, he's going to go for the Protect, I guess just scouting out to see if maybe I had the Toxic or something along those lines, because I know Clefairy tend to be especially defensive in PU. So I'm going to take this opportunity to just go straight for the knockoff as he switches into the Staravia, thinking that I would go for the X-Scissor, but that is not the case, as I then bring in my Clang, knowing that I will be able to easily take a Double Edge or a Brave Bird, as he does end up going for it. I have never seen a Staravia until now, so I was really not expecting anything too big from this thing, as he does get off a decent little bit of damage with the Brave Bird. I am then going to bring in my Poniard, thinking, okay, he's just going to go and hard switch out, completely blanking on the fact that Staravia can learn U-turn, as he U-turns out into the Quilladin. It turns out that I actually go for the knockoff, and apparently knockoff clause is a thing in PU, which I had no idea was a thing, to be honest. I might have read it and just forgot about it, but yeah, that was kind of a derpy thing on my part, but David really didn't care. He was cool with it. Plus, outside of this knockoff, my Poniard really doesn't end up doing anything else. So he's going to go for another Protect, just scouting out to see what I wanted to do, as I'm going to take this chance to go for the Venoshock. And actually, Venoshock was a miss-sab on this Vileplume, but I'm actually happy that I have Venoshock, just because if that Quilladin did have the what's it called? Yeah, that ability that prevents you from getting hit by Sludge Bomb, then I wouldn't have had to risk going for it. As I knock him out with the Venoshock, he's going to bring in the Mr.mime. I then switch into my Poniard, thinking, okay, he's going to go for the Psychic, but no, David makes a nice play, predicts that, and goes for the Dazzling Gleam, as he's going to be able to easily knock me out, allow me to now bring in my Cricketune, and I decide just to go straight for the knockoff, I believe, because that's honestly my best play to do, considering the fact that I should be faster than the Mr.mime after the Sticky Web, as he actually ends up bringing in the Whiscash. Turns out that he has Life Orbed, which means he is more of an offensive Whiscash, and after the Sticky Web, I am very confident that I am going to be faster than him, allow me to go for the taunt and prevent him from trying to set up, as I then bring in my Vileplume, predicting him to want to go for the Stone Edge or go for the Waterfall, something along those lines. As he does go for the Waterfall, not gonna lie, I was kind of hoping that I could get the Effect Spore and get the Poison or the Sleep or even the Paralysis would have come in handy. Actually, well, not so much the Paralysis, but more the Poison or Sleep. As he brings in the Monferno, I was honestly in a position where I did not have to predict. I could easily go for the safe Giga Drain because I am modest max special attack. As I said, this is an Assault Vest Vileplume, as I get off a solid amount of damage on that Monferno, and because I actually managed to keep the Focus Sash intact on my Kricketune, I'm going to be able to switch that into a more than likely Blaze boosted stabbed Flare Blitz and live on that 1 HP thanks to the Focus Sash. Thankfully though, he didn't burn me, which is really great. As he brings in the Mr.mime, I thought this was really odd because I'm thinking, okay, I can outspeed this and go for the Endeavor. It turns out that he's Scarfed as he goes for the Confusion, because if I'm not mistaken, Mr.mime gets Technician, so I don't know if after Technician, Confusion is stronger than Psychic or weaker than Psychic. Either way though, knowing that he is locked into Confusion, I'm not going to be able to bring him out Articuno, and I'm actually going to go for the Substitute as he ends up making the safe switch into his own Rotom. And I really want to use Articuno some more in PU. I really like using it. So I'm going to stay in, and I end up making a really stupid play. And I go for the Roost. For some reason, I was thinking, okay, I'm going to be faster than this Rotom. I can just go for the Roost, see what it wants to do. Yeah, it turns out that Timid Rotom outspeeds Timid Articuno by 2 points. So that was a really dumb play on my part, because now I'm going to be able to get hit by Thunderbolt. So I switched directly into my Clang, which, as I said, is a defensive variant. I'm going to be able to live the Thunderbolt and Volt Switch combination. To be honest, I thought the Volt Switch was going to knock me out, which is why I went straight for the offensive play, which is the Gear Grind, as opposed to going for the rest. Although, looking back at it, I should have definitely gone for the rest. But yeah, that was just a really bad play on my part as he brings in the Whiscash. I'm not even going to lie, I was actually really scared right here because I was thinking that after a Dragon Dance, if he knocks out my Vileplume, I lose to this Whiscash. So I'm just banking on the fact that if he does Dragon Dance, Vileplume will be able to take a +1 Earthquake, as I'm going to be able to outspeed him and break his Substitute. David is going to make the nice play and go for the Dragon Dance, which is going to allow him to outspeed me next turn. And this is the moment of truth, if I will be able to live the Earthquake, which thankfully I will be able to, and in return knock him out with the Giga Drain. Now, I don't know if he was jolly or adamant, or if maybe me knocking off the Life Orb actually would have mattered, because he might have been able to knock me out, although I highly doubt it, unless he got like a really high damage. Or either way though, I get rid of the Whiscash as he brings in the Rotom. I'm just going to leave him Vileplume for fodder on the off chance that maybe he wants to Volt Switch, thinking I would want to switch out, and then I can get off a solid amount of damage with Sludge Bomb on the Mr.mime. As I bring in my Clefairy, I make a really odd play here, and instead of going straight for the Cosmic Power, I go for the Soft Boiled, just because I didn't want to risk this Mr.mime possibly having the trick, because if anything, Clefairy is my backup chance of winning this battle, because I still have my Clang, which can take any one hit from this Mr.mime and hopefully be able to go for the rest. Then I can start going for Sleep Talk and either a Gear Grind or Shift Gear as he goes for the Psychic, judging for how much damage that did. As long as he doesn't get maximum damage, I should be able to live. As I live on 5 HP, I'm going to be able to roost off all that damage, and at this point it looks like Clang is going to be able to win me the battle, just because I will be able to Sleep Talk, a Gear Grind or Shift Gear, and eventually knock out the Mr.mime or knock out the incoming Rotom. As I pull the rest, he's going to go for the Blizzard, misses, and I'm going to get lucky this turn, and I'm actually going to be able to get the Shift Gear, which is going to be really great because the following turn I will be able to outspeed him. Although Gear Grind is neutral to Rotom, it's still going to do a whole lot of damage, and there is no way that he will be able to knock me out in any one hit. So I miss my Gear Grind as he misses the Blizzard again, but I'm going to be able to finish him off with the last one. And at this point, with Mr.mime being his last, and after the Sticky Web, even though he is Scarfed, because I have +2 speed, I will be able to outspeed him and easily knock him out with the Gear Grind, although I miss again. But David goes for the Dazzling Gleam because there was really nothing he could have done anyways to change the outcome of this battle, and that is going to be the victory in my favor. So yeah, it was a really fun game. I was actually really surprised by how much work Kricketune put in that battle. Sticky Web definitely come in handy in those situations with the Whiscash and the Mr.mime. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the battle, and if you did, make sure to leave a like. As I said, guys, if we can get this up to 350 likes, I would definitely make sure to upload another video for you guys tomorrow. And with that, if you missed any of my 2 previous uploads, they are playing on your screen right now, so make sure to go check them out. And with that, I will see you all soon, so enjoy the rest of your night and or day. Later, everybody.